Hello. This video discusses why raising any number to the 0th power, why does this equal 1? I had a student ask me this question, and it's a very good question, and I thought I'd make a short little video about it. Well, we all know that any number x raised to the negative p power is the same thing as 1 over x to the p power. So, just like that, 2 raised to the negative 2 is really 1 over 2 squared, which means that this is equal to 1 over 4. Now, why am I talking about this when we're talking about raising values to the 0th power, not to the p power, not to the 2 power? Well, it's in order to discuss what it means to be something to raise to the 0th power. So, for instance, take some number 3, and let's raise it to the 2nd power, okay? That's really 9. Let's take some number 3, let's raise it to the negative 2nd power. That's really, as that shows, 1 over 3 squared, which is really 1 over 9. Now, consider taking the product of these two values. Take a look what happens. Well, 3 squared times 3 to the negative 2, since you know when they have the same base, the exponents add. So you get 3 raised to the 2 plus a negative 2. This is really 3 raised to the 0th power. Alright? Now let's assume we don't know that this equals 1. Let's assume we don't know that this equals 1. How would we be able to determine that? Well, notice that 3 squared is 9. Okay? And 3 to the negative 2 is 1 over 9. Okay? 9 times 1 over 9 is 1, clearly, right? Because the 9 is over 1, that's how I get 9 over 9, which is 1. This shows that 3 to the 0th power should equal 1. Now, I use the example 3. I can use the arbitrary example, x. Notice x raised to some power multiplied times x raised to the negative power, where the power is called p. It can be any number. Notice that this always results in x to the p, plus since the exponents add, plus a negative p. This is the same thing as x to the 0, alright? Let's assume we don't know it equals 1, okay? We'll put a little space for that. But that's really x to the p, okay? That's this. And x to the negative p is 1 over x to the p. Alright, so this reduces to x to the p all over x to the p. We have no choice but to believe that anything divided by itself is equal to 1. So, this is kind of a standard proof. Not as rigorous as a mathematician would like. However, for anyone who is just an introductory to mathematics, this is sufficient in order for you to see why anything raised to the 0th power is equal to 1.